and welcome to Optimistic Wargaming, where we try to remember the most important rule, which is to have fun. I'm Captain Optimism, let's get started. So normally I wouldn't do this sort of introduction. Normally I'd just jump straight into it, and that's probably what I plan to do for the future. But this being the first video on the channel, I thought I should probably do a bit of background. I've been wanting to start this channel for quite some time now, and with prior commitments now solved, and with the advent of the 2020 General's Handbook, and the new 40k 9th edition coming out and having not at all crashed the Games Workshop website, it seemed like a really good time to start the channel. Except for, you know, all the things going on in the world right now. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to make battle reports with, well, no one to play the games with. I do know that lockdown has been lifted in the UK, but at the same time, playing a game of Warhammer doesn't seem like essential travel. Despite this though, I still really wanted to start the channel and to produce some things for people to watch. And as a result, I decided to have a think of some things I've been doing recently. One of the things I've been doing a lot of is more hobby stuff. With the recent stuff, it's been a lot more time to focus on other things like the hobby. And so with this in mind, I thought rather than actually producing battle reports, I'd document and show you guys what I'm actually doing to prepare for the battle reports. So today we're going to start the first of these vlogs, blogs, whatever you call them, where I show off basically what I painted this week. It's going to be a weekly thing. These intros will not be happening every single time. I'm just going to jump straight in because you guys don't want to see this. You want to see the models. You don't care about this. You're not here for this. You're here for the models. So, I'll see you in the video. So, welcome to the first week's project log, as we prepare for 9th edition and some, hopefully, battle reports at the end of it all. As you can see, it's Admech today, this week. Admech, all Skitarii, all from House Metallica. Not House, is it? It's Forge World. Whatever. From Forge World Metallica. Start with one L, because Games Workshop likes to skirt that copyright. I'm afraid it's a bit boring today, because, yeah, it's 30 Skitarii. I'm afraid. I'm afraid that's this week's painting log. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, this painting was based on the, if you've seen the Duncan Rhodes Academy painting tutorial on House Metallica, then that's essentially what I used for this. There we go. Very happy with how that white has come out. That white with the burnt bits that are meant to represent texture, but look burnt. But you know what? I'll take burnt. It's a very simple tutorial, to be perfectly honest. You know, it's simple, it's easy to follow, and an idiot like me can do it, and you know, it can look pretty decent. Better than the camera can show off, I'm afraid. Need to improve these video skills, I'm afraid, for when the actual battle reports start off. But you know, we'll improve. We'll improve. One of the things that I will say about this, so these are going to be played as the, obviously, Forge World Metallica. Going to be saying that these are the 91st forging of the 7th cohort, known as the Sandmen. And, well, you know, references are galore. I will say that these guys did not look very good at the start of the week, I must admit. I'll put some photos up of how they looked at the start of the week. I've had these since the Admech came out as a faction, really, since they were reinvigorated in 7th edition. That was back when they had two completely different codexes for their army books, which is honestly one of one of the probably cheekiest things Games Workshop's done in quite a while. But, you know, that is as it is. It's, but I've not really had much motivation to paint them. I haven't even played Admech at all in 8th edition, so you never know, 9th edition might be the edition to play them in. Who knows? Who knows? So, there you go, there's some of them. Now, yeah, I'm afraid there's not really much to talk about this week. I'm afraid it's not really that interesting, because, as I said, the, oh, grab another one. The models are, based on that Duncan Road tutorial, so I can't really tell you how much about how I painted them, because that's a much better video on it. And, well, yeah, they're all the same, I'm afraid. It's a bit boring, not really much to talk about, but I will show you in a minute what they're. I'll show you right now, I suppose, for you from your perspective. It's a bit weird perspective, what I plan to paint next week. So, this is what next week's going to probably look like. It's terrain. Because, let's be honest, terrain's very important in games. You know, like, I personally like more terrain as possible, as much terrain as possible. I quite like dense boards, I think they're more interesting. I think they make more tactical games. At the moment, as you can see, it's mostly the Sigmar terrain. This stuff is from the Shattered Dominion, I want to say. And then this is the Shattered Stormbolt stuff. There is more to do from those sets, like, I've got quite a few things to paint up, but this is what's sprayed so far, and I mean, say what you like about Sigmar terrain. That detail is absolutely amazing. You know, and the advantage of Sigmar terrain that I find over 40k terrain is that you can easily argue a lot of stuff about Sigmar terrain. You can easily argue that this is just a... I mean, obviously that's a Sigmar on it, so this is a bad example. But you could easily use this and be like, yes, you know, this is an alien race, an alien structure, and they worship these weird bird dog things. Like, you can easily do that, and it's really useful. And this terrain is absolutely spectacular. As a final thought to the scenery issue, though, as much as I love this scenery, it does have one glaring issue, which is, well, you can't put the models on the steps at all. But, you know, they look cool, and we'll just figure it out. We'll just say that they're there and then just put it next to the scenery. Whatever. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy the video, don't worry, more will be coming soon. Hopefully. Until then though, goodbye, stay optimistic, and more importantly, stay safe.